Hello guys, today I want to show some tips to defeat bosses in Patapon 1. Maybe you are a new or an experienced player, but I hope you find them useful. Let's dive in. Every boss in Patapon does not always sync well with the music. I do not know if this was intentional or not, but it does make a fight harder. You'll need to learn when to cancel a fever to prevent any damage to the Patapons. When you notice that the boss is preparing to attack and you can hear on the music and see that once you finished your beat that he will still deal damage to the Patapons, then you need to cancel the beat and give yourself a second so you are in sync with the boss again. Here's an example. This is what it would look like if I did not cancel the beat. It is also possible to do a defense song if you do a charge up. This is more risky, but it can be useful as well. Here's an example of a charge up defense. Here another example to cancel the beat. In this boss fight, it can be very useful to use a lot of charge-up attacks, because in case you need to defend yourself, you can do it. Gorl is unpredictable in this form, so you always need to be cautious. When Gorl is going backwards and is going to charge to you, make sure that you are in sync with Gorl. He will deal a lot of damage if your Patapons do not run away. Here's an example of cancelling the beat. Defending after he attack can be very wise too, as Gorl is, like I said, unpredictable. And again defend. Most bosses has an attack that can eat your Patapon for instant defeat. These attacks can be out of sync as well. So again, always match your music beat with the boss. When you cancel a beat, the Patapons walk back to the center of the screen. Sometimes this can be faster than using the retreat song. Another example is that you can also dodge the fire breath of a dragon. This is an example that I was not in sync with the boss. The best way to avoid the fire breath is to make sure the Patapons are in front of the battle. Make sure that the dragon is standing a little bit further away from the rest of the army. This will create enough space for the fire. After every attack with his head, a fire breath is always coming afterwards. This is an example of the Patapons keeping the dragon away from the army. Keep using the charge up song as you are clear from any danger. After the fire breath, attack. Here is another example of cancelling the beat to make sure the boss doesn't eat my Patapons. If you decide to attack after a head attack from the boss, then make sure you retreat instantly after it or you do not have enough time to recover from the dragon's fire breath. After retreating, the Patapons will regroup in the center instead going back in the attack position they were. If any boss is going to attack you, for example a fire breath, and you are too close to him and out of sync, again you should cancel the beat and minimize the damage as much as possible. Here's an example of that. When a boss runs away and you start to approach him again, it is possible that he could perform an instant attack. It is important to directly respond on this with a defense song. Here is an example. Now I will show an example with these tips in a random boss fight. Enjoy!
てくパタポンね。この野郎。ポンポンカカカカ。は？ポンパタポンパタ。ポンポンカカカカ。ポンポンポンポン。ポンポンポンポンタンね。
Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.